Nah, I'm just kidding. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? This Cav here, aka Shanky and T, back again here with another video. On today, just had to start the video off with a little bit of humor. Prime is back. Prime is back. All y'all Colorado Buffalo fans, including myself. This is good news for us. Man, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that he's back. As many of us may know, he was dealing with a sickness for quite some time. A lot of us was trying to, figure out exactly what he was dealing with, and it came out yesterday that he was actually dealing with cancer, which is crazy. I didn't think it was nothing to that extent, but unfortunately, that's what that is something that he was going through. Fortunately enough, he was able to get through it. So you can't do nothing but thank God for that. Um, I forgot the exact cancer he was dealing with. It was something with his bladder. Um, they was able to, give him a pretty much a new bladder in a sense. And I'm just, grateful and happy that our coach and Coach Prime himself is back and ready to go. Coach up these young men for the rest of the season. But without further ado, appreciate everybody for joining and tapping in. If you are joining in my live for the first time, please do me such a huge favor as to subscribe to the channel. Um, if not, thank you for just stopping by. Anything. I'm grateful for anything. Anyway, we got some exciting news outside of that. I already touched base based on Deion Sanders and his progress, so he is officially back on campus. And then we did just get some breaking news. So I'm sure a lot of us have been wondering, where is Charlie at? Like, where has Charlie been at? Um, I haven't seen the video yet, but I seen some post about as to, you know, what's going on with him and why he hasn't been there working out the team this summer. I'm going to actually pull up the clip. This is going to be my first time viewing it myself. So yeah, let's watch it together. I got it right here for y'all.
I want him to come up and let you know his plans and what he plans on doing. And I'm for him 100%. Charlie, come on up, buddy.
Obviously, I haven't been here this summer. And if it's not obvious already, I won't be coming back this year. Just how serious this last concussion was and how many I've had leading up to it. It's pretty scary for me and my family. But I will be hanging it up. Just wanted to take this time to let everybody know here and thank you guys. Thank the coaching staff, thank the staff, the players. Man, I love you guys. How much you guys have done for me, my football career, and becoming a young man. And obviously, Coach Prime, I love you, Coach. When you first came in, you believed in me when nobody else did, not even myself. And I can't thank you enough for that. As a player, you can't ask for anything else than a coach. And obviously, this is a really tough decision for me, just because of how much football does mean to me. I've been playing it since 3rd grade. It's been a platform to me to spread my faith and the love for the Lord and how good He's been to me.
Come on, man.
With that being said, I'm also in the process of applying for dental school right now. Obviously, that's going to be a lot more hard work. But in about 6 or 7 years, if any of you guys need some grills or some ears, you know where to come. I also just want to thank the Lord for all that He's done for me. And thank the Lord for watching over Coach Prime throughout all this process. Thank you. And I love you guys. All glory to God. Thank you.
To life. I love being in it as well. You guys know how much I feel about the OGs, OBs, the original Buffs. We got a camera on. There's somebody out there that's in control of a dental school. I want to make sure we take care of him. Does that cost? Dental school?
Oh, it's quite a big coach.
Okay, no, we're going to get somebody out there to bless you. I know you're stepping away from this, but we're going to continue your scholarship, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Make sure that happens. Continue
Yes,
your
sir.
scholarship. pay for everything for him because I love him. He deserves it. I wish to God that we just had 11 players with what he has inside of him and what.
So there you have it. Just the update with Charlie Offerdahl. Unfortunately, he did suffer, quite few concussions. As you just seen and what he said in that video that you just watched. Unfortunately, from a person who played football myself, I did have a lot of concussions. Some of them which were track and some of them which weren't track. And me and Charlie played the same position as well. So being a running back, took a lot of hits and a lot of blows. So that's kind of bound to happen eventually. It doesn't happen to everybody, but unfortunately, in his case, he had to really, really prioritize his future, um, so that nothing further happens worse in the long run. It's sad. Charlie was a good dude. You know what I mean? Like, he always worked. He always showed up. Charlie didn't really say too much. Always smiled, and he was just happy just to be there. Coach Prime ended up giving him a scholarship last season and blessed him with that. And but unfortunately, God had other plans for him. Um, I don't want to just say unfortunately, but unfortunately that he wasn't able to continue pursuing football. But from what it seems like and what it sounds like, he does have a plan, which is really good with the dental school. So shout out to Charlie with that. That's why it's always important to have a plan that you can kind of, in a sense, fall forward on. You know what I mean? Not fall back on, but fall forward on. And in his case, he did have that plan, which is the dental school. So, wishing nothing but blessings and success, and favor and resources to Charlie and his family. Like I said, he's a good guy, good kid, and it's sad because a lot of us was wondering, what happened to Charlie this summer. Like, you have not seen him. I initially thought that they just wasn't showing him on purpose. You know how rich people media and Bucky could be sometimes with showing particular people, but it all makes sense now, as to where he's been at. Also, shout out to Well Off Media and Rich People Media for that video clip. I didn't want to show the whole thing, just in case you guys actually want to go watch the full video on their channels as well. But like I said, unfortunately, yeah, that kind of broke my heart. It's a lot going on in Boulder right now. Coach Prime was dealing with what he was dealing with. Charlie is now dealing with what he was dealing with, and then Nakai hit Webb Walker. Nakai Webb Walker, I'm sorry, was dealing with what he was dealing with, as well, with cancer. So just a lot was going on in Boulder, but God always has His hand on everything, and it seems like the story isn't over, no matter what. And that's a really, really important thing to keep in mind. That no matter how hard life gets, or no matter what season you are in life, God always has a plan for you, and He's always trying to teach you something as well in that particular season. So, but Charlie, if you end up seeing this video at some point, best of luck to you, man. We love you, man, and yeah, yeah. Moving forward though, let's talk about. I seen a post earlier. It was talking about the underdogs for week one. It had many other teams on there as well. But it did have Colorado at the underdog against Georgia Tech for that first game. Obviously, a lot more people think that Georgia Tech is going to come out and spin Colorado. Um, I hope that Colorado can beat them in, by a long shot, but it's only up to them and the coaches. So I don't fully have any predictions as to who will win that game. It's gonna be a great ball game. I can tell you that. Georgia Tech, they have a great program. Like, that's not a program that they can just think they're gonna just show up and just win automatically. So it's definitely gonna be a dog fight, no doubt, going into that game. Especially with it being the first game. Everybody wants to take Colorado out, but I believe there's great opportunities for both teams as well. Even for Georgia Tech, for them to get put on a bigger screen and platform with all the attention that Colorado brings to its program. I think it'll be great for both teams. I'm just excited to see what happens this season with Colorado. Hopefully my blood pressure will be rising all sky high this season, but I'm gonna try to control that myself. Um, yeah, I'm just excited for the season to see what the team is going to do. They seem very seem like they're building a lot of team chemistry. I just watched a snippet of a video. I believe it was yesterday or early this morning. I forgot when I watched it. I don't even remember. Um, where the whole entire team, they went out to the pool. They were jumping into the water with each other. But you could just kind of see that the team chemistry is really, really building more and more and more. And that's what you need to build a powerhouse team. If you look at all the other college teams who have been powerhouses for such a long time. It all starts now, from the coaching staff as well as the players, but it's that chemistry. Like, what chemistry can you build with your coaches? What chemistry can you build with your teammates? So that's always a plus too, just to have. But if you have any score predictions or if you have any predictions as to who you feel like will win this upcoming game against Georgia Tech, please drop it in the comments section and let me know what you think. I don't even care if it's something absurd. Just drop whatever you think inside the comment section. Obviously, keep everything respectful to each other as well. I know there's some trolls out there, but you know. Let's move forward. So before I got on live, I did come across this. So I'm sure all of us have been wondering. There go me, not me, not me, not me. What's going on with Boo Carter? If I can get this pulled up, it's acting crazy. I don't know why the screen. Here we go. Um, so it looks like Boo Carter is not coming here. It looks like he's not going to be dismissed from the Tennessee team at all, despite whatever rumors have been roaming out there. Would have this been great for Colorado? Obviously, yes. But nothing came out of his mouth as him leaving the school or as to if he was actually going to come to Colorado. I know he has some great relationships with Colorado staff as well as some of the players, but looks like he's going to end up staying at Tennessee this season. What happens next season, that's totally up to him. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to grab Boo Carter this season. But we're just going to have to just stick with what we got, which I have faith in. Still a lot of proving to do with this particular team this season. Like, yes, we have a lot of talent. We do. Colorado has a ton of talent, but in the same token, it's kind of like, okay, how do you prove that talent now? That talent now has to be proven. That talent has to be disciplined. That talent has to be consistent. To be able to be that championship playoff team, to be able to dominate this season, not win, but actually dominate this upcoming season, which I want to see them do. And my message to all the athletes who are in college right now, especially if this is your last season playing college football, really, I say this with the deepest part of my heart. Really, really take heed to what the coaches are saying. Really, really listen and take advantage of your opportunity while you are there in college. Like, I promise the guy you won't get this back. And then, like, you gotta really, really think. Like, some of y'all really have children and families. Like, I'm sure you would want your family to be in the best predicament as possible. Like, the best predicament as possible. And not even just financially, like outside of football, just in school, like really, really getting your degrees and get what you came there, you know, for plus more. And that's always gonna be really, really an important thing. Not just being there, showing up as it pertains to football. Like, you gotta really, really be there mentally, got and physically. Like, you gotta really have that dog mentality when it comes to being an athlete who wants to be at the top, because this so many people want to make it to the top that you're really gonna have to work twice as hard. But I'm sure y'all heard that plenty of times. Y'all already know what to do. So I hope that y'all take heed to that. But that's all the news that I got. If anybody has any questions, let me see. Rodney said, "What happened to Charlie?" Hey, what's going on, Rodney? If you watch the playback after this, it is kind of breakdown of kind of what happened to him. Pretty much, he was having some challenges as far as as a result of him having concussions, and he decided to medically retire from playing football as a whole. So the video is inside of this particular video. If you want to go back and play back and watch it as well. But that's all I got. If anybody has any questions, I'll open the room for some questions for a little bit. If not, I'll just go ahead and go about my day. I'm trying to think if I have any other information that I want to throw out there. Looks like Caden Salter is going to be wearing number 3 this season. Not going to be rocking at 7 from what I've seen on his story, either on his story or I seen on Twitter. Can't remember where I seen it at. But it looks like he's going to be rocking at number 3 this season. A couple of players dropping their numbers that they're going to be rocking this upcoming season. So looks like Caden Salter will be rocking at number 3. A lot of people, I've been seeing a lot of concept uniforms on Twitter. Myself, as well as some other people, have dropped some concept uniforms. So expect to see some new uniforms. Prom never likes to have the same things. As far as uniform is considered every single year. So, but I don't see any other questions. If you have any questions later on, just feel free to drop them in. And please repost, share, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do to really, really get this video up and going for me. Please, that'll really, really mean the world to me. I can only grow with you guys, and I appreciate all the love and support thus far. Thus far, I really, really do. But yeah, that's all I got. Y'all have a blessed rest of y'all day. Like I said, it's gonna be a short live today. If I end up getting some more information later on, I'll be sure to hop back on live for y'all as well as tomorrow. But have a blessed rest of y'all day.